When it comes to YouTube, clicking upload often feels like you're pulling a lever on a slot machine. It doesn't matter how much time, effort, money, blood, sweat, or tears you pour into that video, you have zero control over how that video performs. Except that isn't entirely true. There are only 3 categories of videos you need to make if you're looking to grow on YouTube, and the performance of each video is going to depend pretty heavily on which category your video falls into. By the end of this video, you're going to have a better idea of how a video is going to perform before you even press upload, and better yet, you're going to have a roadmap for growing your channel moving forward. Alright, let's start with maybe the most intuitive way of getting your videos discovered, and that's by creating search-based videos. These are videos that primarily gain views because someone searches for the exact type of content you've made. This can be anything from a how-to video to a product review to a tutorial. Basically anything viewers are searching for is pretty much guaranteed to accumulate views over time. A great example of this on my channel is a video I made called How to Shoot an Event Video, Shooting plus Editing Tips. If we look at the analytics for this video, and more specifically the view graph, it starts off with the initial spike as it reaches my subscribers and core audience, but then it starts to slow down to just a few views per day, and after it sort of ranks higher in search and starts to get more traction, it builds up to a pretty steady and significant amount of views per day. In fact, despite it actually being the newest video when you search this up, it eventually climbed to the #1 spot, which kind of goes to show that if you can make a better video than what's already out there, it doesn't matter if people have already made stuff on the topic. In my opinion, these are the easiest videos to make and get consistent views and grow your channel over time, but they've got one major drawback. Search-based videos almost never go viral. In order for a video to get into that legendary viral status, it needs to get an extremely high click-through rate, and usually that's done by appealing to a lot of people, and on top of that, it needs a very solid average view duration, which is how long people are sticking around and watching that video. Search-based videos are pretty much the opposite of that. A lot of the time, people are gonna scrub through the first couple minutes of your video to get just to the portion they need. On top of that, if you're not interested in the exact specific topic, when it comes up in your feed, you're not clicking that video. Now, it's worth knowing that videos like how to tie a tie still have absurd amounts of views. Do not count out search-based content. And the reason for that is people like me search and watch the same video before every single formal event.
And now we have completely finished our four-in-hand knot.
Honestly, I'm a child. I cannot remember how to tie a tie, but clearly I'm not alone. Obviously, it's taken years for the video to get to this point, but if you can find a topic that a lot of people will search up, you can get a crazy amount of views. Now, if you're looking to make a viral video and get that mythical graph that takes off like a rocket in the first couple of days, that's where our second type of video comes into play. The next style of videos you should be making on your channel are videos that gain traction through browse and suggestion. These are the videos that YouTube frequently will put on your homepage or the sidebar. It's the stuff that's pretty much forced in front of your eyeballs every time you open the app. When YouTube starts recommending your videos through browse, it can be exhilarating and they can accumulate views faster than you could ever imagine. So why wouldn't you make these kind of videos every time? Well, in short, it's really hard to do. In order for a video to really get picked up by the algorithm and potentially go viral, you need an extremely high click-through rate, and you also need an extremely high watch time. Basically, a super high percentage of people need to click and watch the majority of your video. Easier said than done. With videos like this, you're sort of swinging for the fences. You might just knock it out of the park and get your next 1 out of 10 video, or after about a week, the views could almost come to a halt. At some point, I'll make an entire video on this topic, but I can't stress it enough. If this is the type of content you like to make, you need to come up with content that is so intriguing when people see it, they need to know how that video ends. When you look at videos like I ate water with only chopsticks, skin a watermelon party trick, day in the life, heart surgeon, you can feel it. These videos spark your curiosity and get you asking questions. How the heck do you do that to a watermelon? What does a day in the life of a heart surgeon look like? To get you thinking a little harder about this, there's absolutely a middle ground here. You can sort of mix your browse-based content with searchable topics to kind of get the best of both worlds. This is one of the best ways I've grown my own channel, coming up with ideas that are searchable, but giving them a little bit more clickable titles and thumbnails. A recent example of this is my video, How Much YouTube Paid Me for 20K Subscribers, Actual Earnings. This is the type of video that when it appears in your feed, it is super intriguing. YouTube's kind of this secret place full of algorithms and non-disclosure agreements and brand deals. And it does make you wonder, how much do these people online actually make? On top of that, people are always searching things like, how much do YouTubers make? Or how much does YouTube pay you for X amount of views or X amount of subscribers? Okay, and this video wouldn't feel complete if we didn't go over the third type of videos that I think creators should be making, and we're gonna call these depth-based videos, or videos that focus more on you or the things going on in your life. To be honest, these almost never go viral. They're probably not gonna appear in search results, but they're focused on helping you build a deeper connection with your core audience. For me, these have been videos like, I'm 22 and completely lost in life, or I'm tired of making videos. But they can be anything from Q&As to life updates or anything you feel like sharing. Personally, I love when a creator I've been following for a while opens up a little bit more about their personal life, whether that's on their main channel, a second channel, or a podcast. I love getting to know them better. It's worth knowing though that from a business standpoint, the biggest con with these types of videos is once they reach your core audience or your current subscribers, they almost always come to a screeching halt. Because as harsh as it sounds, no one who doesn't know you cares about what's going on in your life. And this sort of goes into a big mistake I see new creators make, is they make way too many of these types of videos. If you're starting out on YouTube and making life updates or day in my life type videos, you have to realize that these aren't gonna really reach new people, and you should only expect the views to equal a maximum of your current subscriber count. These videos should definitely be used a lot more sparingly, but they're sort of a treat for your most loyal subscribers. Alright, so what's the perfect ratio of each type of videos if you're looking to grow your channel? It depends. Let's say you've got a video idea on making your favorite cup of coffee. If you want to make a search-based video, you might call it something like how to make the best cup of coffee at home. If you're looking to gain traction off browser suggestion, you might change the idea to something like I tried the world's most expensive coffee, or why I'm obsessed with this Colombian coffee. Those videos would be way more intriguing if they just popped up on your homepage. If you're appealing to your core audience, it could be something like my favorite cup of coffee and other random facts about me. Hopefully by now you're starting to get a bit of a sixth sense for how each of these ideas would perform drastically different. I recommend creating a healthy mix of each style of video, definitely leaning more into the first two, and if you start having more luck with one versus the other, definitely consider doubling down on that. Anyways, that's it for me. If you have any more questions regarding content creation, I'd be happy to answer them in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.